What is up, guys? We got a deck profile here from Luffy himself. Not many people are doing cosplays for Luffy, so I'm glad that I ran into this guy. You want to stand up and see the shorts and everything too?
You got the full costume. I didn't do the whole sandals.
Yeah, no sandals yet, but this is still the brown attire, so it's almost matching the color. Second gear.
Second gear.
All right, so what deck did you decide to play today for the event?
So today I brought Bello Betty.
Oh, you took an aggro deck.
I did take an aggro deck.
Because you don't like to think.
What do you mean?
No, I was just joking. All right, so you want to go to deck profile?
So pretty much just playing Bello Betty. It's the whole point of the game with this is to aggro, punch, punch, punch.
Yeah, punch.
You get hit a few times, trigger a couple times, punch, punch, punch. And if you don't, you just take the loss. So it's really good against some decks that aren't too fast at the beginning. It's nice to take an advantage early game. And you don't typically like to go late game, but you can always just go wide and go big. So
yeah.
It's just a fun deck. It's nice and rogue.
Yeah.
Not fun against Sakazuki, I'll say that much.
Weird, because Sakazuki, I feel like it would be your good matchup because you could just rush him down.
Fortunately, every time that I like Sakazuki until they say Rob Lucci.
Yeah, Rob Lucci.
And then they go Rob Lucci again. I'm like, well, great. I lose.
Rob Lucci's a problem in this format. Yeah,
so
that's true.
I guess the best matchup against Saka is hoping that you have to play through their Luccis. You got to kind of go really aggro at them. And if you can get to them to a point where they're out of cards and keep trying to destroy your board, then you can push through.
Yeah.
But it's just a Lucci. The Lucci's trouble.
Okay, cool. Let's check it out.
Want me to go through deck
When you're ready. Yep, when you're ready.
So, of course, you got to play the 4 Bello Betties. We're going to put it right there. So it's a 1-drop searcher. Turn 1, turn 2, any turn you can play this, even late in the game. You always want to play, you always add another Rev Army to the hand. You can use that Rev Army for Betty. You can use that Rev Army to play at any other cards. Also, she turns into a 5k 1-drop.
Yeah.
So she's just always a great card to have on board.
Okay.
So that's, obviously, you always got to play your searcher.
Yeah, play your searcher, yep. Consistency.
We play 3 Kumas. It's really nice because it's a trigger. It's also a trigger that you don't have to pay for. So one issue with the Betty deck is a lot of the triggers you have to discard a card, and you're discarding cards for her leader effect.
I see.
So you're always discarding cards, and you end up, having turns where you have like 1 or 2 cards in hand. Your opponent goes, okay, I know you have at max 1 or 2k counters in your hand, so they kind of can push in low. And also he plays on trigger, and on play he kills a 2k or less, or 2 power or less. So
really handy.
Card. Yep. Also turns into a 5k 2-drop. Got your 4 koalas. It's a 2k counter. It's a 2-drop, 3k, and minus 3k is anything. So typically, if you want to, you can drop this to 2-drop, then play Akuma. Then you for 4, you killed a 5k.
Yeah. And
you also have, this will be the 5k, and this will be just.
All right, because he has a KO ability. Okay.
Yeah, so you can play those together. Or sometimes I'll play this and I'll target a blocker that's already blocked, and then I could ram into it with like a smaller guy. Okay. So I try to like let someone block, think they have a safe blocker, and then just run into it. And it's a good 2k counter. Next we have our 4 Inazumas. I'm on the fence about being 3 and 4. It's a really good card. You can always get its effect off. It's a 3-drop with Rush because you always have a card on board that has 7k or more. It's a really fun combo with Karasu because he minus 1k as a leader. So even though it's a 4k, you can still run into 4k leaders because you minus it. Yeah. So it's a really good card. It's really good against Anel. I've had games where I've gone against Anel and they restand in their life. They thought the game was over or the turn was over. Yeah. They were gonna pass, and I said nope. I'm gonna go Inazuma and swing for game. Yeah. So it's like your Zoro basically. Yeah, pretty much. It's a nice Zoro. With counter power though. And he can also be a 7k. So sometimes if I just play him, buff everyone by 7, then he's also a 7k rush. So it's really nice with the Betty. Next up we got Morley. So here we're talking about with the trigger, you have to discard a card, but he's worth it. Anytime you take a life and you get to play a free 5k, it's worth it. On attack when he's over 7, you kill a blocker. Or sorry, they can't block. So it's really good against black matchups. Yeah. Because they got Sabos, they got Porcelinos, they have Rebecca's. All these low blockers. You can say nope. I'm gonna swing in for 7 or 8, pretty much. I see. It's a really good card.
And you can play it from life, which is really nice.
Yeah, playing from life. All you gotta do is discard a card. Probably one of the best cards in the deck, Emporio. Just you just got a player. Yeah. Play him. Yes. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. I don't care. Okay, it's all good.
You just buff it up a little bit, and then you go, oh, I can play Morley, or you can play Koala, or
Free play stuff. Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, I forgot his name again. Kuma. You play
Yeah,
Kuma. You can do it so many ways. You can have a Karasu on board, and then with its effect, drop another Karasu, so then you minus 2k someone's leader.
Yeah.
So it's just a great card. You get to play stuff for free.
It's okay if you don't forget. You forget names all the time, so it's fine.
Ugly. ugly guy. Next up, we got Lindbergh, playing in a 4. Again, it's another trigger. I've been trying to play more triggers because it's just nice to get free cards. And it hurts when you take a life and you see these, and they just go to your hand and you don't get free plays. This has actually been really helpful recently against like Sakazuki matchups. Because I noticed they'll like Rebecca, or they'll play I think it's Mancherry.
Yeah, Mancherry.
So this, every time you swing, you just get rid of it. Sometimes Rebecca was our last hope to save him from the game.
Right.
And I swung in, popped the Rebecca, and swung it for game.
Okay.
5k
More
gets up to
removal.
8k. So 8k, you kill it 3k or less. Really good card. And it's got a counter. So
It does?
yeah, it's a counter 1k.
Oh, I thought it was a 0. Okay.
And every card right here is a Rev Army, so they're all
Yeah.
Betty
Fuel. Ammo.
fodder. Now here's the boy Karasu.
Yeah, he's good, huh?
Big boy Karasu. On play, minus 1k a leader. On attack, minus 1k a leader. So pretty much if you have one and then you play another one, you minus 2k a leader.
Yeah.
If you have 2 on the field, you attack, minus
Yeah.
2k a leader.
He's insane.
So you're making leaders 3k. No one's, and then these are 8ks.
Yeah, no one's talking about this guy.
Yeah, it's, the only problem is he's always targeted to get rid of, like
Yeah.
Red Rock, whatever, Red Rock.
Yeah.
Everything always gone. But he's one of the best cards in the deck. And next up for a little spicy, I was very much against playing these, but we got 2 Sabo.
Yeah, good old Sabo. He's revolutionary.
Yeah, Rev Army. It's a 6 drop. He kills 2 cards with 4k or less, a total of 4k or less. He's kind of good against players that know how to play against Betty. They know to stall the game. They know not to give you early life.
Yeah.
Because that's just giving me free cards, and then I'm just going to swing it for game. So I've had a lot of recent games against mainly Sakazuki and like Anels where we'll be on like 10 Dawn for 1 or 2 turns.
Yeah.
Where I did wish, I was like, dang, if I really had the Sabo, I could play it comfortably, pop 2 of their cards, and then swing in for game.
Yeah.
So he's just there, and then worst case, you just Bello Betty him.
Yeah, Bello Betty,
So
yeah.
it's, worst case. I think 2 is at most, because you don't really want to see him too often.
Yeah. You're not
Most
too
of the
happy
time-
to see your own brother.
No, I'd rather have Ace there.
Rest in peace.
Next up, we got Moscato.
Okay, so you're playing the other engines.
Yeah, so not many people play Moscato. I think it's good because it's banished, especially with all the yellow out right now.
Right.
And Sokka, they like to have cards in hand. So sometimes I won't even attack with these guys. I'll just have a Moscato and I'll attack huge. I'll
Yeah.
go like 8k or 10k. I'm like, I'm gonna get this hit, make sure you
Yeah.
have no life. So banish is just too good, and it's a trigger.
Yeah.
Plays for free with discarding a card.
Oh, it does. Okay, cool.
And then also is a 7k with Bello Betty's effect.
Oh, Belly Betty pumps up anybody.
Yep, any
not
trigger.
just
So any
Revelation.
trigger and any Rev Army.
Oh, okay, I see. That makes
I've
sense.
swung in with 11k before.
Wow.
So I was
okay.
like, I just want to take their life.
That's really smart. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Next up, we got 3 Sanji.
Yep. Your chef.
Probably should play 4, but again, this saves games. One of your last life, you hit this, you play it,
Yeah, it feels good.
you got another free life, or you got another free hit. So you're just taking it, and then even if you don't take it, you get this hit early game. Boom, you got a 8k blocker if you want to swing it for game. So
Okay.
he's just a really great card. You always want a blocker, especially with this deck. There's no recovery, there's no blockers. This is all we have.
All you have.
We have our boy Sanji.
You have Chopper? You can play Chopper?
We could, but he's not trigger.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. That's true.
Big boy Cracker. The amount of times I've seen people look disgusted when they hit this in life.
Yeah.
They hit it in life, they give me Cracker, and they know that they're taking 2 life next turn.
Yeah.
So this is a definitely worst nightmare. I've attacked with 8k, mix of 8k with Betty, and I will add all my Dawn.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm taking 2 life right now. You're not doing anything about it. So, and then they will literally drop 4 or 5 cards to not get that happen. So
Yeah.
it's a great card. Another
Yeah,
trigger.
double attack's good.
Charlotte Smoothie, playing 3. When attacking, you could take top or bottom of your life, make it plus 2k, so 7k.
Mhm.
Plus Betty makes it a 10k.
Yeah.
It's pretty good against decks that play slow against you because they're not going to take your life.
Yeah.
So you might as well with her take your life because then you're actually gaining cards in your hand. So she's a really good card, also a counter, also
You
a
have
trigger.
a lot of triggers in this deck. Crazy.
Every yell's got to be a trigger.
Yeah.
And then we got 4 Satori.
Okay.
I guess the whole point of this is it's a 5-drop. So Lucci,
Yeah.
the whole Lucci combo typically is better against 4 drops. They can target this, but usually he's not as big of a threat as cards that have effects.
Yeah.
That can do certain things like double damage,
Right.
gain more or deal more damage, and then also he's a 2K counter.
Yeah.
So it's a trigger, play from life, 2K counter.
Yeah, it's almost a staple in this deck.
And it turns to an 8K with Betty, so it's too good.
Nice, nice. And then last card?
We play 1 Energy Hormone.
Hormone. Okay.
I just don't like that it's a 3 cost. Usually you don't leave 3 active Dawn open because you're always adding Dawn to your characters and swinging in.
Got it.
It's really good if you do get it to go off. It's kind of obvious when you have it,
Yeah.
but you play 3, pretty much protect your leader from a life, and then you also get to play a card. So, and then also the trigger, you just get to play a card for free.
Yeah. From your hand.
Yeah. So no discarding card, you just play a card.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, thank you for the deck profile, Luffy. Sorry I don't have any meat for you. I know you're probably hungry right now. But hopefully Sanji will
find
come
some
up.
somewhere.
Yeah, Sanji will come up and cook you something. All right, thank you.